quite childish, hypocritical, and also disingenuous that people like Peterson will call for the genocide and call for war.
Very whimsical, deceptive, and furthermore disingenuine that individuals like Peterson will require the decimation and call for war when honestly he would prefer not to be remotely close to a conflict. The people who have swords and expertise to utilize them, yet keep them sheathed, will acquire the world you must be strong and impressive, and afterward serene in a specific order. And that is not equivalent to being credulous and powerless and innocuous, which is the thing young fellows are being urged to be. I initially find this person had around 20,000 endorsers. And I said I'm getting all Kelly flows from this person. He's purposely searching out these youthful, receptive ladies. Not a solitary one of them are sagacious. Not a solitary one of them have any insight or educational experience. Not even one of them have anything to show you people with similarities. Tend to group together the normal individual who residing in a border town to have chance pawns on the chessboard. I'm savvy to the point of taking a gander at this present circumstance and comprehend what's truly occurring in this red-hot standoff. We witness a conflict of philosophies at an energetic showdown between two unmistakable figures. Andrew Tate strikingly defies Jordan B. Peterson, blaming him for bad faith. Prepare yourselves for a warmed trade of words as these two savvy people lock horns, challenging each other's convictions and standards. The Tates, those web characters known for making some waves, chose to take a stand in opposition to Jordan Peterson, the Canadian clinician. Yet why? Well, everything began when Peterson posted about the Israel-Palestine struggle after those bombings by Hamas. Let us edify you in the event that you're uninformed about what's happening among Israel and Palestine. As of late, pressures in the Israel-Palestine locale have bubbled over into an out-and-out struggle. What is happening has brought about the deficiency of lives, including both honest regular folks and troopers. Palestinian powers have likewise endeavored to possess specific regions in Israel, driving Israeli top state leader Benjamin Netanyahu to pronounce the preparation of the Israeli armed force accordingly. The insight about the raising strains caught the world's eye and stood out as truly newsworthy across the globe, raising voices for the deficiency of honest resides and halting the conflict. The Tates were on their Thunder live stream, and they couldn't resist the opportunity to share their contemplations about the Israel-Palestine issue. They examined how kids are being kept from going to class because of the continuous struggle among Palestine and Israel. The Tate siblings likewise featured the conflict issues among Russia and Ukraine. They underlined that war isn't the answer for these issues. Anyway, one individual accepts that war is the arrangement, and that individual is Jordan Peterson. Tristan and Andrew clarified that they're against war and voiced their interests about how virtual entertainment is getting progressively spellbound. The defining moment was the point at which they examined Peterson encouraging Israeli top state leader Benjamin Netanyahu to energize battle against Palestine. Jordan Peterson, a notable figure in Western moderate circles, posted something on Twitter that mixed the pot. He encouraged Israel to take an intense position against Hamas by saying they ought to demolish them. This post didn't agree with many individuals, and it got a lot of pessimistic consideration. He even labeled the nation's state leader, saying demolish him at Netanyahu, Benjamin Netanyahu. That's the last straw as of now. The post has piled up an astounding 31 million perspectives, setting off a colossal rush of kickback. Andrew Tate seemed to concur with the pundits when he and his siblings started talking about the new conflict on their Thunder live stream. Andrew Tate let it all out and answered Jordan Peterson by reprimanding the 61-year-old for apparently prompting savagery like the vast majority. Tate contended that Peterson would probably call for harmony, assuming that this contention was occurring in his own area. Unmoved with Jordan's post, Andrew got straight to the point and called him a poser. He said, "I think that it is very silly and very puerile misleading." and furthermore disingenuous that individuals like Peterson would require the slaughter and call for war, when honestly he would prefer not to be remotely close to a conflict. The previous kickboxer likewise featured that Peterson's call for obliteration, particularly considering his set of experiences of managing critics and savages via virtual entertainment, showed up very shallow during episode 21 of his Crisis Meeting Web recording Top G. He said Jordan Peterson isn't a trooper, and he isn't fit for being a trooper for him to sit and promote her annihilation when he personally can't deal with Twitter critics. And necessities absolve outright inner serenity, not to mention tranquility of rawness to rest around evening time without drugs. I find that very deceitful and foolhardy following Tate's scrutinize of Peterson's assertions about the Israel-Palestine struggle. Various clients imparted their insights on his remarks. One client said, "Yet Tate was pushing for Palestine over end of the week. What a washout. Now he needs to play the ethical strategic position." He completely flipped his tune. Andrew Tate likewise brought up that Jordan Peterson really hate him. This alludes to Jordan's past analysis of Andrew Tate over a viral class. Peterson has had clashes with the Tates in the past, with Peterson in any event depicting Andrew Tate as the most minimal type of life in the no-so-distant past. Jordan Peterson didn't keep down in that frame of mind of Andrew Tate. After a video surfaced on Twitter uncovering significant allegations against the dubious web-based entertainment powerhouse, the previous kickboxer and his sibling Tristan have been engaged with a lawful debate following their capture in December 2022. They are, as of now, having to deal with extreme penalties of the allegations against the Tate siblings. Likewise proposed their contribution in a criminal activity that designated and took advantage of weak ladies. The Twitter account Milbar Television, as of late, shared a video guaranteeing that Andrew Tate lied about the charges against him during his meeting with previous Fox News moderator, Exhaust Carlson writer Alessandra Boki. Later, rehard the video with the subtitle "Andrew Tate is blamed for sexual taking advantage of sincerely controlling, pimping, and beating ladies, a lot of which he conceded in the montage. Underneath the webcam business is the way the Tate siblings created their huge financial stability. That is what they said. Exhaust Carlson, an evidently customary family man, left Tate free, even raised him. So do numerous preservationists online who continually debase and criticize people for being and materialistic. All-out pietism. Boki's tweet got the notice of Canadian analyst and political reporter Jordan Peterson. He answered with areas of strength for an of Tate in any event. Alluding to him as a pimp, he tweeted "Pimps electronic, and in any case are the least type of life. How anyway?" Andrew isn't withdrawing from raising his voice for what he accepts are the right goals. He has gotten down on Jordan Peterson to quit empowering war, referring to the staggering deficiency of millions of honest lives in the past. Andrew Tate has made numerous magnanimous motions on the side of immature countries or areas confronting asset deficiencies. Comparably, he had likewise utilized X to declare his aim to contribute $200,000 to Palestinian residents. In a new post, the client at Tate News shared a now erased tweet from Tate in which he expressed working with TatePledge.com and different foundations I trust, and realize he proclaimed giving $200 to Palestinian regular citizens in the following hour. Refreshes. Without further ado, Tate likewise answered to a tweet from one Morgs user named Adabwa, who recommended that something off-putting could occur during the Israel-Palestine struggle. The client commented rockets terminated into Israel and the Iron Vault bombed Hamas contenders wandering around Israeli towns. Yet not a solitary IDF fighter in sight. Something off-putting going on, mate. When Adabwa brought up issues about the Israel-Palestine circumstance, Tate didn't keep down. He told a shrewd wisecrack about Mossad, Israel's covert operative organization known for its mysterious tasks. Tate energetically said, "Frantic doesn't flop on this level. We didn't see a whole intrusion anyway. In spite of his reliable advancement of these beneficent undertakings, numerous pundits stay unsure addressing whether these activities are really beneficent or simply an exposure stunt pointed toward acquiring compassion. In the midst of his continuous legitimate questions, devotees of Andrew Tate were both energized and separated when he chose to defy Jordan B. Peterson for what he saw as fraud. Some hailed Tate as a daring truth searcher, extolling his dauntlessness in testing a conspicuous figure like Peterson. They felt he was bringing up significant issues about the consistency of Peterson's convictions and activities. Then again, some were suspicious, expecting that this conflict could prompt further division and online conflicts anyway. Regardless of the distinctions, many fans have approached to help the thing Andrew has said about Jordan Peterson. They put stock in proceeding to speak loudly against individuals who advance conflict. A client said, "I'm a Jordan Peterson fan. Andrew Tate is correct. I can't completely accept that is where we are at. Tate being a higher scholarly than Peterson is an unexpected development that I never saw coming." Another client said, "I don't necessarily concur with the Tate siblings, yet this assessment